Hi y'all, it's your girl Bad Luck Kitty, or you can call me.
Hello, I'm Bad Luck Kitty, and welcome back to Hi guys, it's your girl Bad Luck Kitty, or you can call me Kitty. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about job tips. Job tips. I don't really know. I struggle with titles, but anyway. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, thank you. Please hit the subscribe button and go ahead and like the video because I know you're gonna love it. All right, let's get into it. So, job tips. We're gonna come together with something on the title. So let's get started. When moving abroad and you are employed or seeking employment, here are some tips that will help you be successful on your transition. All right, number one, if you are currently employed or you are looking for employment, there's gonna be two types of remote work that you are looking for, okay? So work from home is simply working from home, right? You want to find remote work that is remote anywhere, okay? So you'll see employers saying, oh, we offer work from home positions, but the positions may be hybrid. So working from home means 3 days a week you work from home, 2 days a week you work in the office, or you have to go into the office 1 or 2 days per pay period, something like that, right? Unless you're in travel status, other stuff, right? So you could be working from home in a hybrid position, which you are required to go into the office every so often. You could work from home US, which means you can work from home remotely anywhere within the US, and that does not always include Hawaii, Alaska, Guam, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. It always doesn't include that, right? So that's something you have to look at as well, because I know a lot of people do work from home U.S. and they move to Puerto Rico. However, their job may not allow them to work from Puerto Rico. It could be the contiguous 48 states, which is the 48 states that are connected in North America. So what you really want to look for, what the goal is to get a remote anywhere position. That means that you can work remote, whether you're in the US for 1 day out of the year or 0 days out of the year, okay? And you can work anywhere within the world, I guess, as long as you have internet access and typically like VPN services or things like that, right? So that's the goal, is to get a remote anywhere job, okay? Now, with that, remote anywhere positions are typically limited, right? And they're limited because they tend to be more technical or skilled, highly skilled in nature, all right? So these are the things that I'm going to help you finesse the system, because it is what it is. This is what everyone is doing. I can say this on my channel because I don't have no employer. So if I'm telling you, it's not like I'm gonna jeopardize anything, okay? So I'm gonna let you know how you can finesse the system, all right? Step one, all right, if you have a job and it's remote US, or you're expected to stay within your state or certain area or whatever, then you will need to get a VPN. You will need to get your VPN and set it up for the state that you're supposed to be in. Even if that requires you to be hardwired into your router, for example, you can't work on Wi-Fi and use VPN that way, you will need a VPN that you can connect to your router, which is the box that gives you internet throughout your house. You will need to get a VPN that you can connect to your router and then connect directly through Ethernet into that VPN box, okay? That way you can protect yourself, right, from being caught that you're working in another country. If you try to log in just from your IP address in Mexico without having a VPN, without having something to protect you, A, you may not be able to log in at all, right? It may just go ahead and block you, not even let you get in. B, it may let you get in, but it's gonna send a notice to your IT department. They're gonna find out that this IP address has come in from Mexico, because I'm pretty sure they have something in their system that they want to protect themselves from having people logging in from outside the country, fraud, spam, stealing information, stuff like that, right? Security measures, all right? So that's the first thing you wanna do. If you wanna take your job across the border without your job knowing you across the border, that's step one. You need to get a VPN. You need to buy the router based box, okay? You will have to do your research on the box that you feel most comfortable with. Most popular one is ExpressVPN, although some people have said they've had issues with ExpressVPN. Some people are saying it's also user error or whatnot. They didn't check their system before logging in, Do with that information what you will. Do your research and your due diligence. I'm not going to put one out there because I don't want somebody to be like, oh my God, Kitty said use this one and then I got fired. I don't want that responsibility. You can't put that on me, okay? The next thing is, if you leave the US with your remote US job, and you're supposed to be, in Mississippi and you here in Merida, and you want to be applying for remote anywhere positions. That's one thing that you'll want to be doing. You want to constantly be applying for remote anywhere positions so that you can lift that burden, lift that weight off of you of always having to make sure that you're on your P's and Q's and worrying about things like power outages, internet outages, things like that, that could cause an issue with your US-based employer. Constantly look for a job that's going to give you the luxury of truly being free when you have a job, okay? The other thing is, you're gonna have to move in silence, right? The first thing people wanna do when they get ready to move out the country, they wanna post their new house, their life on the beach, the really good food they're eating, and all this, If your job is nosy and you got coworkers at work that's your friends and all this other stuff, move in silence is gonna be the best thing for you, right? Because the moment you go to posting on social media that you hear that you're there, it's haters in the workplace. And even your work bestie ain't your work bestie, right? Like some of these people, it's gonna be haters in the workplace, whether you wanna acknowledge it or not, all right? And the thing is, most social media is like people you may know. TikTok connects people based in your phone, right? So if your boss is in there and you don't already have them blocked, and even then, it's still gonna be tricky, right? Because, if you don't have them blocked on all your social media content, you could still come up to them, or you could come up to other coworkers or things like that. So you can make new accounts, fully private your account, a lot of things. Don't change your location. Just really be cautious, because just as much as your VPN can give you away, your just daily posting can give you away as well. The most important thing I really think is to secure the job before you move, okay? So secure the job before you move for two reasons. A, if you do get a remote work US or anywhere job, a lot of places want to send their own equipment. They want to send their own equipment so that they make sure that you're running at the operating speed and you have all the things that you need to perform your job successfully. So whether it's a laptop, mouse, headsets, microphones, things like that, whatever you may need, they're going to want to send you that equipment to you before you start working. So with that in mind, getting equipment could be hard. I know some people are like, hey, can you bring my equipment in when you come in? Sometimes somebody's like, oh, hey, yeah, I live over there, I can bring it in with you. But you also have to be mindful that some people that are coming into Mexico or coming back from the States on travel, they're already traveling with their own equipment, their own electronics as well. So asking them to come through customs with 2 laptops may be tricky, right? Because they can be charged a fee for electronics. It may cost them, additional time where they have to get pulled out for screening or whatnot and then have to pay for it. Just certain things like that. So it could be a bigger hassle for somebody bringing your equipment to you. And then the other thing is the cost of going back. So say you're a mom and you got 2 kids and you get to Merida and then you find a job, great job, and you need to go back. You're gonna have to come up with 3 round trip tickets to go back, get the equipment, and then come back, right? And it could be a little costly, so depending on some people's budgets, it may not be worth it. Considering that you move without already having a job, money could get tight. And it's kind of best to try to make sure you have yourself in a good position before you move, because asking somebody to bring it could work. It very much so could work. And then other times, it may be a bit more of a struggle, or some people just don't want to do it, and that's their right if they don't want to do it. So really think about securing a job before you make the move. The other thing is, there are a lot of contract positions online and things that you can do to make money, all right? Such as like teaching online through like Preply or Cambly, somebody kids, can't remember the name right now. And you can teach English online. You can also work through Fiverr and some other like just pick up kind of odd jobs or whatever, positions, copywriting, things like that, where you can make money. Only thing with that is the money may not be consistent. And if it's your only source of income, it may create a little instability because you're not going to be able to make the money that you are used to making in the States, or that will support the lifestyle that you are living in Merida, or the lifestyle you are accustomed to living. Okay, so when job seeking, please keep all of these things in mind. The other thing I would recommend is look at all the different work from home groups. Okay, there's like Work from Home Queens on Facebook. I know a lot of people have found really good positions through them. You may also even need to pay like to have a resume writer, somebody to really write you a really good solid resume, okay, to really translate the skills that you have that in the position that you're working in the US now, so that you can be a little more versatile and move into other fields. I think that it's important that you find groups or networks through social media and network to really find good remote positions so that you can have a good stable income when you're making this move. I think it's really important as well to have a good solid resume as well. So whether you want to use like ChatGPT or AI to write your resume, or pay for a professional resume writer to write your resume, I think it really would be worth it, especially if you're trying to move into a new field or up a next level in the field that you're already working in. Okay, so those are my job tips for moving abroad. I appreciate everyone for watching this video. If you have any additional tips that I missed, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, bye.